Okay, so I tried to video this before, and unfortunately, the camera wasn't seated. It wasn't right, basically. So what I'm doing today again is, as you can see, this is not perfect, and like I said, I don't care that it's not perfect. I'm getting ready to attempt to crochet my hair in a different way, which I know I can do it because I've crocheted before my own head. But there was a style, a braid pattern that I liked. I saw on Facebook, on YouTube, and it was by Freedom Styles, hair designer, and she basically had her client's hair like this. She went around, you know, the perimeter, not the perimeter, but she did like a crown design basically in the middle section of her hair. And as you can see, as I lift up, hopefully you can see that my hair is braided right here in the perimeter. And my part I can see now is not straight, but nobody cares about that. At least I don't. Because again, I'm getting ready to crochet these bad boys, this hair. And I just wanted to come on here to show those who already know how to braid your hair upside down, just in case you don't know. So, I'm just going to assume that not everyone knows how to. Because again, it's easier to do it on someone else's hair. But I find it pretty easy to do it on my own hair. As I'm learning. When I do attempt different hairstyles that I see. Let's see if I can get that a little straighter. So the video that I tried to do a few minutes ago, I did video it, but you couldn't see anything. And so let's see. I was trying to see if I can get that part right, but it's not working. And I'm not going to keep fussing with it. So what do I want to see here? Okay, so I got that. I have this up here, so I'm going to do that. There we go. Alright. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'm going to take this part here, and I'm going to put it back in my little band over here so it can stay out of my way. Like I said, I don't really care about it being perfect. So I'm just going to take my big comb here and comb that so I know that it's ready. And this is for people who already know how to braid your cornrows. But you may not, you're probably not able to, you know, and I'm just saying, not everybody, you may not be able to do your own. So you see, you got to do the same thing. Your index finger and your thumbs on both hands, those are the two fingers you use to grab your hair. Your middle fingers, this one and this one, the no fingers, those two are used on both hands to part. So as you see, I have my index finger here and my thumb on my left and my index finger and thumb on my right. And I have both of my middle fingers getting ready. So I'm going to do, I guess because I'm right-handed, I use my right one first, and I'm parting. And you just put your hands behind your head and start grabbing and going up the same way you would do if you were taking it back in the front. This is just going on in the back of your head. So there's nothing difficult, I would say, about it. Only thing is just it's a little bit more intense because your hands are behind you, your arms are raised behind you, but either way, frontwards or backwards, your arms are going to hurt, as mine do, you know. But you got to do what you got to do. I'm trying to get this hair ready for my trip to Vegas because I don't want to deal with my hair. And this is the reason why most women, I would say African American women, want their hair under weave. It's not just because, you know, our hair may be short or we don't like the hair. Most of us who've gone natural, meaning, you know, have gotten away from the chemicals of a perm or anything like that. So you see that? Easy breezy. This is just a way for us to protect our hair, a way for us to be versatile without damaging our hair any further. Meaning, you know, with chemicals of, I still dye my hair every now and then, but for me to put a wig on or crochet my hair or braid it with, you know, added hair, it's so that I won't have to dye my hair because unfortunately in my family, we gray early. I'm only 42 years old, but I have so much gray, it's just crazy. And our gray is also aggressive, meaning that it only a permanent color to my scalp or to the, you know, the base of my hair, which is where I really want it to be hidden because the tips of my hair all the way from up, you know, upward here, you can't see it. It's just the base of my hair where my roots are. That's the part that gets that's grayed quickly and very quickly, very fast. I can put a permanent hair color on those areas and it may give me 3 weeks. It may give me 3 weeks. But again, I just want to show you how to do that. And I'll see if I can do this other one right here. It's kind of in a very awkward position. But I'm going to see if I can go ahead and do that one. And like I said, I got this design pattern, braid pattern from a young lady who was braiding her client's hair, getting ready to put in some crocheted crochet braids. And what she did though is that she took a rope or a string or a big thick string, probably like from a pair of shorts, elastic shorts, drawstring is what I'm trying to say. And she tied it around the chair, the back of the chair that you would sit in, regular chair, like a dining room table chair. And she basically added hair to that rope and began to, you know, braid it like regular braids. And then she crocheted it inside of her client's hair, and she had it, you know, it was braided all back here. Of course, hers looks better than mine because she was doing it on somebody else's head. But again, I'm doing what I can do, and I'm not worrying about the perfection because I know it's still going to be cute afterwards. But she basically did a crown design, meaning she went into a circular motion. She braided each individual cornrow upward, and once she did that, again, this part right here is my perimeter braid from the front to the back, because this part here, when I take it down, is going to be individually braided so that my hair looks like it's completely braided all the way through and through. But again, nobody has time for that, and because I do my own hair right now, this is so easy and so quick. And I really don't mind doing my hair. I just don't want to do it often, you know, because it's an emotional thing. It's a mental thing. I really have to be mentally prepared to do my hair. Why? Because my hair is very thick, for one. And I have a lot of it, and it's not short, so it takes a lot. And so my daughter and I, it just takes a minute for me, because I could be on her hair for 2 hours, 3 hours, because she has my hair, except hers is longer than mine. So I'm grateful for my hair, and I'm also grateful for these techniques that I'm learning to how to protect my hair, how to keep it under wraps so that I don't further damage it, like I said, with the coloring and things like that. So I don't color my hair, you know, every 3-4 weeks. It may be 2 months in between that last color I did because I don't want to keep doing that, but because I'm still basically young, the gray hair that I am experiencing, and I've been graying since I was about 14 years old, but it's just really got ridiculous the last, I guess, about 5 years. Um, Nobody has time for that because I actually have more gray hair than most women who are way older than I am, 20 years plus. So, but that's just in my family. We gray early. The women gray early, and the men recede. So that's just what we have. That's in our genetics. So, but I pray that my children don't have to experience any of those things. So let's try this again. This is coming from a different angle, but it's still the same. You just hold your hands upward, put them behind your head, and you proceed to braid. And again, your index and your thumbs on both sides, they hold the hair, and your middle fingers on both sides is what parts the hair. Now, if someone does it different, then that's how they do it. But this is the way I do it. This is the way. I can't really tell you right now how it's done, the opposite way or the way that you're supposed to braid, but it's probably the same way. You just really don't pay attention to things until you're teaching somebody. So hopefully this will be a good teaching tool for those persons who already know how to braid, other people's hair and the regular way of doing cornrows, but you may have a difficult time braiding your own hair, especially from behind, because I'm like, how am I going to braid my hair backwards, which meaning, just behind my head. But as you can see, I'm doing it. And again, I'm not trying to be perfect. My parts are jacked up, but it's okay. It's going to be beautiful once I'm done. And it looks like I could have, but again, this little part right here, this big one here, that's going to be my center. So once I finish going around my head, I'm going to braid these up. So it's going to begin my crown. I'm going to take all of these, gather them up, and just braid it all the way around. And then I'm going to continue to braid until I have a circular motion on the inside. And so that's how the young lady did it. That's how I'm doing it. And she gave me a very perfect idea to do that because I wanted to do this anyway. And so YouTube is your friend. So get to know YouTube. Professor University YouTube is your friend for anything that you need. So that's my lesson for today. Bye, guys.